Meta talk. This that meta talk. Meta talk. This that meta talk. Meta talk. This that meta talk.
The latest, the greatest, the hottest, the topics.
What? Meta talk. This that meta talk.
Woo!
Meta talk.
Woo!
This that meta talk. Meta talk. This that meta talk.
Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of Meta Talk, where we gonna bring y'all nothing but the latest and the greatest in sports, social media, and everything on the news. We about to give y'all the blues, man, and this is Meta Talk.
Ain't nothing bigger.
And it ain't nothing bigger. It's absolutely nothing bigger. Today you in here with your boy Buhd and Clezzy, baby, and I'm in here with none other than
It's your boy Bud, Mr. Absolutely.
Mr. Absolutely. And today, you know what? We got a special guest in the building today. Who we got in the building, Bud? We got
no other, man.
Bud, we got a special guest in the building today. Today we got motivational speaker, community activist, entrepreneur, a leader of everything in the community, for us the youth, for us the kids, for us the women, for us the men in the community, Bud. We got a mentor. We got a host. We got none other than, drum roll, please, who we in the building with? Drum roll, please.
Yo, I appreciate you, man. JT, Jonathan Thompson, JT Chronicles, all about positivity. What is more positive than being here with you two fellas? What's going on, man?
What's going on, JT?
Yeah.
It's such a blessing to finally get you on the show, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
You know, it's been how many years now, JT, we've been knowing each other?
We're going to go back to teen night? The Mill Hill Club, you better...
The Mill Hill Club.
Listen, I got those VHS tapes. We're coming out. They're coming back. I see a lot of people on there.
You know, Bud, when we was young, it was guys like this that we looked up to when we was getting in the music game.
Yeah.
I remember going auditioning and sitting down with JT at the Holiday Inn.
Oh, I forgot about that.
At the Holiday Inn. And
Yeah.
from that point, the knowledge that you gave me and bestowed up on me, I took that and ran with it. You know, I was just a little knucklehead in the music game, and I thought I had it figured out, and I sat on that couch with you, and you asked me what I want to do, where I want to go, what I want to be, and your credentials and your knowledge, it helped molded me into a man that I am today. So I want to thank you, cause
I appreciate you for even... You went back.
I went...
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I forgot about that for a second, too. You just said the Holiday Inn. I remember having that little session.
Yeah,
on that day.
yeah.
I remember that. I do. A little conference. I'm blessed to be here, man. It's been a ride. You know what I'm saying? It's been a ride.
You've been like in this region of New England, Boston, Cape Cod, New Bedford, Rhode Island, Connecticut, all around the New England area.
Right.
You've been a staple in the community.
Thank you.
You know, growing up around this area, it's not a lot of brothers.
Yeah.
You know, how did you get that soul and that rhythm and that intuitive to do and to be who you is?
I have two incredible parents.
Yes.
That both from the city, from Cambridge. I got a big family up in the city. I got a shout out to the Doughton family. It's Doughton, Waith, Simmons, Thompsons, Pattersons. But just the way they had to keep striving and working and going through the stuff. So they were going through way worse things that we were going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the racism and jobs and education. And both my parents, my father grew up in foster care, a little later, so he had his own stuff. And my mother, she went to school and she grew up and they were stricter back then also.
Yeah. And
they knew you had to work hard to get what you wanted. And my grandmother was, first of all, my grandmother right off the bat and my grandfather, they pushed and they came down here and my grandmother used to teach 4-H. She was making clothes for people. She was teaching all kinds of things, and I just built a bunch of houses, and they were hustlers.
Yeah.
They were hustlers. Grandma and grandfather, they came down there, and they back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and there wasn't people of color doing stuff like that.
Wasn't people of color doing anything out here.
Like that. You had a group on the Cape, and that were doing it hustle. I mean, I have a lot of Cape Verdean friends and stuff like that, and their families did all that and businesses, but it came from them. I watched them.
Yeah, that's a good thing to watch and see growing up and coming up. That's good right there.
Yeah, it's you don't realize how many things they're really going through because they don't let you know. When you're a kid, your parents I go to bed, or y'all go in the room because they're talking business about whatever they got going on. Mortgage, needing money. You know what I mean? Don't have this. Like, I never knew. I always put it this way. We always had food on the table.
Yeah.
I always had something to wear. And I had friends. We had neighborhood. We had the neighborhood. So everybody was on. I'm thinking we're all on the same page. You have no idea what's going on in somebody else's backyard. And I love that.
I seen where you started a business with one of your friends you was on a bike trail with. But before we get too deep into that, I want to let the people know where they can find you at, where they can follow you at, where they can search up your videos at.
That's hilarious. He's gonna like this one. Yeah, that's the wizard. What's happening, man?
Let the people know where they can find you at first.
All right, so jtschronicles.com, jtschronicles.com. That's my website. You'll see all the stuff I've been doing, what I have been doing, what all my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Yeah, that's a whole nother job, man, just doing the social media stuff. But I learned a lot about that. But everything I can do, everything I sell, everything I put out, you can go from my website and you can contact me for anything positive. Hit me up.
Let them see that hoodie, JT Chronicles, baby.
We
got the apparel too.
Listen,
the cup. Yes.
You don't promote you. Nobody's gonna promote you better than you promote yourself.
Absolutely.
Every single time. We always been talking about that before. Mm-hmm. Every single moment, that's an opportunity. You don't know. You don't know who you're gonna bump into.
You don't.
Never.
So it's the 80s.
Okay, go ahead.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
You working your ass off. You trying to start a band. You know you got this talent. You doing music. You doing entertainment. You wanted to take it farther. What pushed you? What was your call?
I'm gonna roll you back.
Roll me farther.
I'm gonna roll you back.
Okay.
So you're talking 82. We've got a breakdancing group. We got a roller skating group. So we're talking like my boys, Tetra Class. So my boy Brian. That was Kippy Diggs, Senator Kip, State Rep Kiggs, Charles Williams, Troy, Vincent, Joe, Vincent. Yeah. So that was our roller skating group. So we were doing all our stuff. It was great. We had a great time. It was fun. And then we went to the breakdancing, and then there was a contest going on at a club called Puffer Bellies, which I know you both know Puffer Bellies.
Love Puffer Bellies.
Love Puffer Bellies. Puffer Bellies, that was like 1,300 plus, if not 1,400. So we did a contest. It was a lip sync contest. So at that time, it was 83, 84. So we did, the group that was hot back then was New Edition.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That was
course,
that New Edition
absolutely.
era right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did the New Edition thing. We won it. It was like $300. And then Johnny Wright, who is like, at one point was the #1 manager in the world for boy bands, period. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears. He had everybody. Jonas Brothers. So, and he still has actually some of them. And he's from the Cape.
Okay.
So
know that.
Matter of fact, he actually lived across the street from me.
Oh, wow.
So I was off of on Curry's Drive, and he was like right across Pitcher's Way. So he's like in Fawcett Lane area. So he was in school with Mike. So we're all families and friends.
Yeah.
He said, I'm gonna put a group together. I want you guys. And he took 5 of us. It was me, Vincent, Troy, Melvin, and me. So it was 5 of us. And
what was the name of the group?
The Young Generation was the name of the group.
The Young G's.
Young Generation. And we cut a song called Baby Love. And we do, so these guys are Larry Wu and Gordon Worthy and Sonny Thompson. These are all these producers. They were like big. And they produced it. And then they put us out. And we had to do doing WIOD in Boston, 1090 AM station. So our first show, major show, we opened up for Dougie Fresh. And it was at the back to school party for WIOD.
Oh, that's...
And then who was the other one? When I'm Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
All right, remember that? So, in fact, there was a song Inspector Gadget had out. There was a rapper that put it out, and I can't think of his name right off the bat. Joe Ski Love.
Yeah.
Okay?
That was my favorite song to dance to.
Yeah. So we opened
the
up
way it broke down was crazy.
Yeah.
It was us and New Kids on the Block. Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah, they were called Near Nuke back then. They weren't even called New Kids, they were called Near Nuke.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was crazy. A couple of these out. Yeah, that was. And Jordan can blow. I'm telling you, first of all, they were cool. It's crazy.
And so, okay, you got your band.
Yep.
You're breakdancing.
Yep.
You're auditioning. You're making music. You're working with New Edition. It's coming into the 90s. What's some of the great classic people that you work with as far as artists and musicians and bands during that time?
Okay. Somebody said that. All right. So I want to make sure if anybody, when people do see this, we didn't work with New Edition.
Yeah.
But our manager, Johnny Wright, at the time, ended up being the road manager for New Kids.
Okay.
All right. So so now fast forward, New Edition's like, you know, they're out there, they're doing their thing. They, you know, they already had the second or third album. But yeah, I'm doing all this stuff, and I'm looking at him and Johnny, what Johnny's doing for us.
Yeah.
And then we broke up. Crazy situation. We broke up, and I got that bug. I'm like, nah, I'm not done. You know, but I'm at this time, I'm like 18. I'm like 18 years old.
So you even hungrier?
Hungrier, don't know what I'm doing, thinking I know everything anyways, because I already know all this. I met this one, that one, you know, Run DMC over here, Evelyn Champagne King, you know, Jermaine Stewart. You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. So we were opening up for him. We're in Boston, so they're way here. When I say, like, we're knocking on the door of success. We're right there. Off the door's open. We just haven't finished to walk through yet.
Okay.
And when I tell you that people get funded with money, that's all I can say is that's what kind of drove the group to the left, and everything just stopped.
Yeah.
And so we broke up. So I was
That's
like,
sad. That's usually how a lot of groups end up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not even getting a chance to make it there because the money issue or
Right. And it's not even real money yet.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
Yeah.
Not even real money.
Nah.
Yeah, and that's what the other part is. So I just chilled for a little while, and then I was just like dabbling here and there, and then I came.
What kind of work? What kind of work you was doing?
Oh,
And, you know,
I was like a male model. I was working at a clothing store called Tello's.
So you go from almost capturing your record dream to now you working in a clothing store.
Clothing store and selling sneakers at Athlete's Foot. So I was selling sneakers at Athlete's Foot in the Cape Cod Mall. Tello's was across the street. So if you remember how the mall was set up, I don't know if you were down here yet.
Nah, I probably wasn't.
But I don't know if you were down here either. But if anybody that's watching, Cape Cod Mall used to be have two movie theaters, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. They were in the parking lot, separate. So you had 2 theaters in one, 3 and 4 in the other, and you had Marshalls in the parking lot in like a big plaza. It was just Marshalls, and they had an empty building. They put a clothing store called Tello's that was out of Boston, and they put that in there. So I was manager of the men's section. So I'm wearing the C. Cavariccis. I got my polka dots. I got my hammer pants, designer hammer pants. Nobody even had these. I got these from Crystals in Boston. Oh,
You always been able to dress the way you dress. You give it up. I gotta dap you up on
Thank
that.
you.
You be giving it up, man. And you versatile with it. I love watching your content because you never know if you're gonna come out in a suit, in a top hat, in a Santa Claus hat. And that's what I like about you, your confidence. And when people see that, they like, this guy is doing it. He's smiling.
Yeah.
It's just radiating energy.
Thank you.
You know, the way you carry yourself, you always been charismatic. You working in this store, you thinking like, I almost had my lifelong dream.
yeah. They're the facts. This is where it comes to when I started something called a couple years ago called resetting, setting the tone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a whole other thing. Which is later, just like because I've been through so many things and been like right there, boom, lost it. Right there,
Lost it.
and I'm thinking like there's got to be a reason why. I was like, God, what is going on? Like there's got to be a reason. You know, I'm like, I would be at work, and I was in housekeeping at the hospital. I'm working over there, so then it was like, I'm in there and I'm doing trash, doing floors, doing whatever, and then I'll leave there, and I would go to do an interview. I started doing a music video show. So I know there's a gap right there, but I was at the hospital, and then like in 96, 97, whatever, I started doing a music video show with my boy Tim, Flagman Sports Store. And we started here. We started at C3 TV at the meet. So we started doing that way back then.
And this is your friend that you met on a bike path.
8 years old, Tim, Independence Park, bike path.
8 years old. And now how old are you? He's the same age as you?
8 years old. Yeah, we're over 30.
Yeah. When y'all start this business, when you go back and get your friend,
yes,
and y'all well off in almost 30.
Yeah, we're close.
Yeah.
Because he was still figuring out, he went to school and all that. We're both trying to figure out what we're going to do. I'm like, hey, Tim, I want to start a video show. He's like, okay. That's how we are with each other. Like, all right, I got you.
He know you got great ideas.
And he's smart in marketing, so we're like, all right, so we just combined it. Tim was my cameraman. It would just be him and I.
Yeah.
So then I'd leave work at the hospital. Boom. Now I'm going to New York, doing an interview with Jay-Z. Boom. Then go back to work the next day. You know, mopping. This is real.
I know.
So, and I'm
know.
sitting. And actually, the first time we met Jay-Z was at the Strand in Boston, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, yeah.
Strand,
First show,
yeah.
right? We saw him. So, and at that time, Irv Gotti was his DJ.
Oh, I see. I didn't even know that.
So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there talking to Irv, and then I didn't realize this until I was looking at some videos 2 years ago because I'm starting to download. Irv, I'm like, oh, I'm talking to Irv, and Irv was DJing. So I'm like, Irv is there, Jay-Z's on stage, Sauce Money. You know what I mean? So everybody said Dame's over here. So I'm like, I was in the room with me, Tim, Jay-Z, Dame's off the side, and then his beats. And we're in like a little room like this, but there's like three like very large like D1 linemen in the room with us, and it's just Scully. I'm like, oh, I'm nervous as hell. I had no idea who Jay-Z was. I'm listening to the tape on the way up. I'm like, I didn't really know. Tim knew when I didn't. I was like, I'm playing it, and I was like, hey, what's up? You know, JT, you watching? No, excuse me. This is Jonathan. You watching The Real, and Jay-Z, and what's your next video? Ain't No Brother. Okay, all right. And then I said something else, and I was like, all right, what's your new single? And he looked at me and goes, I said, ain't no. I'm like, I'm sorry. He goes, it's all right, man. It's all right. You're nervous? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, well, I'm looking at these dudes, and they're in a way out, and there's only one door. I'm like, all right, what the hell? So, and then he goes, oh, just come on stage and film. So we went to the little side, because, there's like those balconies like right there.
Yeah.
And so we stood right there, and we filmed. And it was just great. I'm like, oh, this dude's ridiculous. And then he told the record company, call that dude and tell him, come meet us again in Boston. He loved it. Like, he was like, cool. Next time I went to go see him, it was, It's a Hiding Up.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm like, we're going down Mass Ave. And that was when Strawberries and Tower Records were on.
Yeah.
And there's no kids in school. This is like a Tuesday. There's no kids in school. That thing is like 4 blocks down the line, and we just pull up to the front. 94.5 is bumping. That's all you heard. Boom, 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 boom.
Live, yeah. When you in this interview, and I know you just interviewing, up and coming artists, did you ever think that, see something in Jay-Z to say, this guy's gonna be phenomenal?
Yep.
One of the world's greatest rappers.
No idea how far I was gonna be, but I was like, yeah, he's different.
Yeah.
It was different. And as soon as he saw me, he's like, JT. I'm like, you remember? He goes, yeah. And that's out to the part that goes to that. But he said, come on in. So I was like, oh. Dame's like, oh, what's up, man? You came back. I'm like, yeah. And everybody's more relaxed now. It's like a little over a year or two,
more
whatever.
relaxed now.
Yeah, everybody's good. I'm like, I got my, my cardigan on. I'm looking good. And so, and we just walked past the line, went in. It was good, and we did a great interview. It was fun. Signed some autographs, took some pictures, and then we were waiting for him to do another show. We were at the Civic Center, and my credentials weren't at the door. I had this other guy to film for me, and I'm like, all of a sudden, his tour bus pulls up. He gets off, a couple of people, and he looks at me and goes, JT, what are you doing? And I'm like, waiting for he goes, nah. Put his arm on me. He goes, they're good. And he's like, okay. And they walked in. I was like, yo, this dude is different.
Yeah.
Like, you still with me? You're from the Cape. I'm like, yeah. He goes, I got you.
So when you see guys like Jay-Z and Dame break up, having a relationship that you had with your close friend, how does that make you feel? Because this show is about longevity. It's about having longevity not only in the game, but in life. For all the kids that's out there, for all the people that's out there listening, we want to know how I feel about, how do you feel about the consistency in your life, about the dedication, about the determination. We got a great, wonderful gentleman in here, a mentor, a social media enthusiastic person right now who's been in the game since the 80s, and it's 2026.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to reset. You got to look at, you have to really step outside and look at yourself and be like, all right, what is my fault? First, you got to look at yourself. That's real. You got to look at yourself and be like, what am I doing wrong? Is it me? Like, it's seriously, is it me? Like, am I like just too hard to work with? Am I asking too much? Am I not listening? Am I not focusing on really what I want? Am I just following because this person's telling me to do it? I'm not happy. And I had to look at myself a lot. I'm like, all right, listen, this person's no good for me. This person's no good for me. Watch how people treat other people. That's really them. I've said it before. I listen and I watch. Listen how they talk to other people, and that's them. And I'm like, well, shit, why wouldn't they do that to me? Like, why am I so special that they wouldn't do that to me? And I'm listening. I'm like, damn, they didn't even, that was, okay. And then you go home. I used to sit home, and I start thinking about all the stuff I went through and who I can be around and who, and Bud, you guys both know, like, there's some things that have happened to me in life where I've gotten shafted left and right. Mm-hmm. You know that? And then I tell you, like, you forget sometimes, like, what happened. You might just go into a blank, like, out-of-body experience. I'm like, dude, what was that? You know, I've had situations where, like, you know, I've been beat by somebody by artists that were supposed to show up and they didn't show up and went through it. But then I find out after that, certain people knew that was about to happen to me.
Mm. And they was your friends.
They don't even know that I know.
Yeah.
That I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I say it right? They don't know that I know that they knew what was about to happen.
Intuitiveness.
They knew it. And they didn't tell me, and they watched it happen.
And these are the people you call your brothers and
they
your
were
friends.
Like, oh, man. I'm like, wow. So then I really had to, like, be, okay, my kids are one of the ones like, yo, you can't stop because you tell us don't. And it was, that was crazy. That was the one moment where I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm done with all this. Because I've seen stuff. I've been around stuff, and I've listened. So when I see these big artists do certain things, I'm like, oh, all right, now I understand why he was doing that, or why she did that, or why she was saying that, or when we're sitting in these, these lounges with these people in that back studios with all these celebrities. I'm talking like 15, 20 different artists at one time, and I'm listening, watching how they're moving. I'm like, damn, I thought they were so cool together.
Yeah.
But it's like on stage, off stage, some people.
It's all about the money.
Well, if you put yourself in a certain lifestyle, you have to continuously maintain that lifestyle.
Yeah. Business.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's
non-personal.
Right. So it's different. But you can, at some point, you're like, damn. And some people go back on the road because they need the money. Some people go back on the road because they don't want to be at home because they have no real relationship. But I had to learn to reset a bunch of times. And that's what life is about in longevity. Is like you have to reset. You got to look at yourself at the end of the night and be like, all right, let me grade myself today. Did I do what I said I was going to do? Because I got my vision board in my room. I got my vision board on my phone, my thing. I'm like, all right, what was I supposed to do today? Did I do that? Oh, I got this one done. I got that done. I got this done. All right, I got to go back tomorrow. And that's how you reset. All right, tomorrow I'm going to get up. I'm going to attack this, and this, because I didn't finish it. Boom. And every day you add a couple things on. Take your time. Take your time.
So I know you did a lot of the interviews for like Jay-Z, a lot of celebrities.
Yeah.
Name a few celebrities that you
Teddy
have
Riley.
Yeah.
You saw the Jam.
Yeah.
Oh, Jam.
Yeah.
That one was recently. I got to meet Aaliyah.
Legend.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had that at first until later. I didn't mean I had like that. I had it on video.
Yeah. We don't need to be on the Diddy files or the Epstein files.
I don't need my anymore. I don't need to be on my house files.
Right.
You know my wife, she ain't playing. Let me see who else. Pink. So if you don't, Pink, that was like that. We had dinner together and everything. Like it was like, she's incredible. Right after that, Steven Tyler. Then I took Britney Spears down the aisle in a wedding. So actually my boy,
Britney Spears.
Yeah, so my boy Johnny Wright, who was managing, so I was actually in one of his weddings. And I brought Tim with me. So that's when he had Britney, he had NSYNC at the same time and all that. And it was at the top of NBC Studios. It was crazy. So
what year was this? This like in the 90s?
2000. 2000.
2000s.
Yeah, because my son didn't come till my kids son until 2001, so 2000. And I remember going, oh yeah, we were there. I was in New York. My boy, it was crazy. And then they were like, all right, you're going to take Britney down the aisle. I'm like, all right, cool. I just stood like, all right, good. And then I turned around, I was like,
and then Britney Spears was a mega superstar at the time.
Yeah, that time. Yeah.
Different. Yeah, I'm thinking about her and Justin were together at the time.
Yeah.
So Justin, everybody was there. It was crazy. They were so cool. Yeah, that was just crazy. You named Big Daddy Kane. I mean, Snoop. Like you said, 112. That was actually at Trump Towers when we did that with Snoop.
Did Snoop try to get you to smoke one? You know how everybody say I hang with Snoop and he roll up and it's so strong and I can't smoke with Snoop. I love to meet Snoop.
Yeah,
Snoop seemed
nobody
like-
was able to hang with Unc.
Yeah, nobody able to hang with Uncle Snoop.
I will not say I did not inhale. Can I say that?
yeah.
I'll tell you, that was one of the best interviews besides Deborah Cox, but that was one of the best interviews. And he took me in the bathroom and goes, "Yo, what do you like to drink?" I'm like, "What?" Went in on his rider, the bathtub was filled with Alizé, Snapple, and Hennessy. So I took out the Alizé. I'll send you a picture of the Alizé. It's in my daughter's bedroom still.
Yeah.
So he signed it, drank it, and I'm like, "What?" And then we ate, like it was all catered, and I was the first one. I was in there for like, damn, over an hour. Like with him, he's like, "Nah, yeah, you came far away." Yeah. He's like, "All right." He goes, "Tell 55." I said, "What's up?" I'm like, "Who the hell is 55?" He goes, "That was Willie McGinnis. That was one of his boys." Right.
Yeah.
So I
from
didn't.
the pack.
Yeah. I had no idea. I'm like, "Oh, all right." Fast forward, I ended up bumping into McGinnis. Timmy, I saw McGinnis. Timmy got sent me that picture of Willie McGinnis, and I said, "Yo." Snoop said, "What's up?" He's like, "Whoa!" Turned around, came over, gave us an interview, pictures. Yeah, I met some people, man, good people. Michael K. Williams, you know him as Omar from The Wire.
Oh, I just finna say that. Yep. Omar from The Wire. He been in thousands of movies.
Yeah.
Little trivia: do you know what he used to do before he was acting?
Janitor.
Nope. I'm not saying not that. I didn't know about that. He was a backup dancer for Maya,
Man, I would have.
and that's where I met him in New Bedford.
He played all the hardest roles in
Yeah,
the
he
movies,
do.
all the gangsters roles. I would have never thought he was a backup dancer.
This is pre Sky, no Omar. Like,
Okay.
He was, and I think he had braces. And we're talking like I'm actually looking at the videos and I'm downloading stuff, and I'm like, that voice sounds so familiar. Now I'm turning, I'm like, yo, I'm like, it's Omar. Like I didn't even know it was like him and like another dude from Japan and two other dudes. Yo, you can dance. I'm gonna have to find the video. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh wow.
Killing
That's
it.
Yeah,
great.
you might not. He probably don't want to be exposed at this point in the game.
Everybody knew him. He was like,
yeah.
no,
He was
they
a
were
big
like
dancer.
black shit. Like he was on tour with people.
I would have never imagined that.
Never.
I see him in all the gangster movies, playing the thug, the gangster, the bad guy,
Quick,
the
smart.
villain.
Yeah.
I already know he's smart. He's a very smart individual.
Yeah.
But that's crazy, man. You already gave us some gems already. You got me thinking Irv Gotti was a DJ.
Yeah.
You got me thinking the hardest movie actor star is a backup
Back
dancer.
stand with Maya.
Love Maya.
Yeah.
Maya, she's just up from the heart. She is just like
She's
smart.
still gorgeous to this day.
Oh.
She look like she's still 28 years old.
She, you know why? Cause and she'll tell you, and she says it. She didn't get caught up in the Kool-Aid,
Yeah.
and she didn't let them take over.
Yeah.
And that's what you gotta know your values. You gotta know, you know what you gotta know you. Like how much you gonna give up of yourself. You know what I mean? Because that stuff will come back on you. How much you gonna give up of yourself? That's what you gotta look at.
That's major.
You know what I mean?
That's major. So we in the early 2000s now.
Yeah.
You got your kids saying, "Dad, don't give up." Did
Both my
family,
kids, yeah.
Was family a big staple in your success?
Huge.
Cause this metal talk, we don't see no color, no black, no white, no green, nothing in between.
Right.
Only thing we see is green.
Absolutely.
And we big on family. How important is family when it comes to longevity?
Huge. Because I used to be a single dad for like 5-6 years.
That was tough, huh?
Huge. It was understated. Best thing ever happened in my life. Best thing you never would have seen happen. Like,
How did you get in that situation of being a single father?
Mom had her own thoughts.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? He's here, and he's staying here. It's a lot. It's a lot you got to go through. And she had to take care of her own stuff, and so we didn't. It didn't work. It didn't work out, and they had to go take care of themselves. And so I'm like, well, he's safe here, and we're not gonna rip him up and take him off of his routine of daycare. And I had a great family right there, you know, where I lived, and that's a whole nother. I'll definitely talk about that later at another time because that's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah,
But when I tell you that I asked for it, I spoke about it, I prayed about it every single day to put the right people around me to help me do this, and I had the ultimate like just support all around. You know what I mean? But I was not like I dumped him off on other people. It's just like he was with me.
Yeah.
You know. But when I had to go to work, and I ended up meeting this lady, incredible, named Titi, who was like a godsend out of nowhere, who was like right around the corner. And she's like, yo, bring him over here. And you got to go to work in the morning. I'm like, all right. And then it was like, she opened the door, boom. He's like, give me a kiss. Love you, Daddy. I'm like, love you. Put him in her arms. She's like, all right, go to work. And she's like, she's older. She's like, go to work. Okay, and I'd go, and he would be there, and she would teach him, she would feed him. There's a couple of kids, and they were all like that, and they were all grew up in there, and they were all like close. And it's like, so you're talking, he's like two or three at the time. I think it's like 3.
Yeah.
She, Ernestine Benton, love you, miss you, Ernestine. She used to take care of Jimi Hendrix. She's in the book.
Oh, wow.
Dude, when I tell you stuff keeps happening,
Yeah. It's like you was meant to be in this world.
these are facts.
Yeah, yeah. I know they facts.
Facts.
That's why we want you on this show, so we can let the youth know. We can let somebody that's ready to give up know. We can let somebody who been working on a business plan or working on an idea, and they just ready to throw it in the garbage and throw it in the trash.
I don't care how old you are. I don't care how old you are. Youth, older, doesn't matter. If you woke up today, you have a whole reason for being here.
Amen.
Your job is not to sit there, well, I'm going to go drink today and smoke today and play video games or go beat up my so. No, dude, you have a whole, you can't tell me that you're here for that.
Yeah.
You can't tell me you got another chance, because there's people that need this, would love that, would love not to be in the hospital right now. They would love that, to be able to do it. You have a chance to do it. Why are you not? Well, I got to do this today and that. Dude, you just wasted, let me see your phone. How much time you spent on your phone? You could have already written this idea down, looked this up, wrote this down, researched this, already started that, started writing this book. I'm around that, so I can't help but take it. And I'm like, I have no excuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get up early just so I can work out in the morning, do my meditation, say my prayers, and start doing a little business, and then I go to work.
Yeah.
Every day. When I don't do that, I piss myself, because I'm like, I have no reason not to do that.
Because every real man up at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, 5:30 at the most. Them old school dudes be up at 4:30.
Yeah.
4:15, I'm up in the living room at 4:30.
Uh-huh.
I put
That
my
old school
cat's got the
structure
routine.
right there.
One cat wants to go in the window, other cat wants to eat, food, window, go in the living room, put on my, my Donovan, my 15-minute chair workouts. I'm putting them in.
Right.
Got the weights. Oh yeah, I'm in. You can't tell me there's an excuse.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
excuse.
You gonna pick up some weights at TJ Maxx or Marshall's running that $10 table. Don't tell me you don't see walk by that $10 section, $20. Got weights, you got bands, you got whatever you need, games. You'll see all that.
Yeah.
You know that
It's
section.
all there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your family motivating you.
Huge.
You with your best friend, y'all working and still trying to come up with great ideas.
Yeah.
What pushed you to the next level? What happened in your life that said, okay, I'm really going to go full throttle. I'm really going to give back to my community. I'm really going to make myself proud, my family proud, and those around me proud.
It really kicked in more when I met my wife and when I met and got my daughter also. So between all them there, and I'm like, they're watching me, and I'm like, and my family, people like, and people just keep coming. Oh, I used to watch the video show. I used to watch the reel, and I'm like, dude, what I want to do. I'm like, I'm too talented. I got too many ideas to let it sit. And everybody here, we're all talented.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. So I'm like, got up. I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. And I started getting into. Well, that if you want to say it, really the. After the music video show, we did all that.
Yeah, let people know about that too, because that was a real
That was
pivot
huge.
moment right there. That's like when I came up here and I started seeing the reel and everything, and
Yes,
I'm like,
you
yeah,
did.
this guy
Yeah.
right here, he it's like MTV vibes.
It was, and I
Yeah.
just played. Thank you. And we started. I started. Joe Bay was doing it first. I saw Joe Bay doing his Cape Video Soul. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I said, all right, I want to do mine. And we got older. So after my friend died, and I wrote a song for him. I went to Nashville. You didn't know about this. I went to Nashville. I sang at the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you don't even know. That's not even in there. And you don't even know about that. I got that. And I when I tell you when you drive, oh, this is crazy. When you're on the back roads, I'm on a Greyhound, so I'm going to Nashville. I'm like, you got like about 3 hours left. You're hitting towns you've never heard of in your entire life.
Yeah.
I got my sandwiches in my hand. I got that, and I had my boy who died. His name was Jay-Z DeLuce. So I wrote a song for him called "Always on My Mind," and I auditioned on the phone when I was at work, and I was keeping because they said, "Oh, you got to call this phone number." They're doing like some audition thing. I'm like, all right. And the guy, I sang it to him a cappella, and he's like, yo, you need to come in this contest. So I got there, went down there, took a bus, and the last like 3 or 4 hours I was on the bus, this homeless dude got on the bus. So I'm sitting like this, I have my legs across the chair, got my luggage, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna go way in the back, that long bench in the back. So it's like 2 a.m. All of a sudden I feel this on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, he came back. I'm like, oh. What's up? He goes, can I sit down? I'm like, yeah. So I already took my bag down. And he's like, oh, yeah. He goes, I made this, I I built this deck for this country celebrity. I did the floors for this one, da-da-da-da. And they started reciting the Bible. And he's like, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I feel no evil. So he's saying this to me. This is the same prayer that's on the prayer card that I have in my bag that my friend Jay-Z, who died in a motorcycle accident, his mother gave me the prayer card. She also gave me an envelope with money in it, which I had no idea, and I needed money. I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
She gave me the exact amount I needed.
Wow.
I needed $250 extra. She gave that to me in the car. I had no idea. I didn't tell anybody. So she's saying it, and that's the same prayer that my mother was reading to me when I got on the bus from there.
So you knew it had to be a blessing in disguise.
So he went Bible, music, the whole hour. And they said, all right, he was going to be good. I'm like, so I'm just calm the whole time. So he gets up. Now it's like 3:30. We drop him off at another bus station, another depot. And it's not open. It's only like 3:30 in the morning. And he's just standing outside the bus. The bus driver's like, you good? I'm like, yeah, because he knew I was by myself. So he was already watching me. We met up in New York when I picked up the bus. And then you just stand outside the bus just looking at me. So I'm like, we drive off. And I'm like, man. And then I turn back and look at him. Dude, he's nowhere in the parking lot.
Get out of here.
Right hand.
That's an angel.
I've been telling this story since 96. Look left, right, back. He's nowhere in the parking lot. Nowhere. And I just sat there like this. And then I couldn't even talk. Like, my voice, I couldn't even say anything. And so I got to the hotel, called my mother. I'm like, hey, I got to tell you this. And I just started crying. And she's crying. She goes, I don't know what your thoughts and beliefs are. She goes, but I just think you met your guardian angel. And I'm like, I do too. And when I got back to the hotel, I got back, and everything was good. But he told me, be wary of, beware of this person with all white hair, like fancy, fast talking. The dude that did the contest, they wanted to buy my song. That's exactly what he looked like when he came on the stage. White suit, all white hair, that preacher like white hair, him and his wife. I'm like, what? And I'm staring at him, and they sent me a letter. Oh, we want to buy your song, and da-da-da-da. And he was like, don't sell that song. And I never did. I never did.
Yeah. That's wild.
But I met a lot of people all in that whole time, and it made for entertainment, and so that's what wanted me to kick into doing the video show.
Yeah.
And I just pushed. So like Bud said, man, we started doing the Mill Hill Club. We're doing the Club Incognito, which was me, Jeff, Mendes, and my boy Timmy. That was the hottest club on Thursday nights. Yeah. It was packed.
Yeah, it was.
It was packed, right? You were there.
Yeah.
We did open mics. You did some of the stuff. You guys, y'all know people doing the talent shows that we did there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a big thing right there, because you opened up, because we didn't have none of that going on down here.
Right.
It was none of that in the hip-hop community and all that. So I definitely remember that right there.
Opened up a lot of lanes.
Yeah, definitely.
They came. Everybody came from all Cape. Club Incognito, Mill Hill Club.
Yeah.
We knew it was crazy when we started seeing some girls from the teen night. They were there on 18 overnight. I'm like, aren't you the same girl that was here on Tuesday for teen night? No. I mean, that's a lot of makeup.
A lot of makeup and a lot of fake ID.
You are not lying. Where's your parents? They already dropped me off.
So you done made it this far.
Yes.
The 90s to 2000.
Yep.
You in the 2000s. You still doing your MTV type thing, your reels.
The reel, yep.
And then I see you online doing your bus driving in your JT Chronicles. How did that come about? Because I see like you was in the hospital, you hurt your knee or something. What happened? What got you?
The morning bus ride. I hurt my knee, probably breakdancing from 90. No, I can't say what it is, but probably fell at work. And so my brother and sister used to always ask me, how you doing that? Da-da-da. So I would send them little videos just of me, and I always end it with, it could be worse, but I make them laugh. And then somebody at my sister's job, my brother's like, yo, who are you talking to? Who's that? It's like, oh, our son, brother Jonathan. Tell him to tag me in the video. So I just need that. I like that energy he has to get. I was people's caffeine.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm like, all right. So I started doing the video, and then when I got on the bus ride in the morning, I'm like, I gotta make a video. I'm like, hey Bob, I said, I'm gonna put this camera up on the dash. Just go with me. What do you do? Just go with me. Just flow. Just flow. Hey, what's up, man? This is JT. Welcome to the morning bus ride. Here's my man Bob. He's like, hi. Like that. So, but it would be like a 2-minute, that would be the first thing. So people on the bus were like, I'm like, hey, say good morning, Rachel. Good morning. And so that was every day. So then people started gravitating to that constantly. Like it was like that was their their go. And
You know what?
Yeah.
I really think people really gravitated to that because I know when you first did it, you got over like 30 to 40,000 views in that one day, couple clicks. What made me gravitate to it is here go this man of this big status and his big stature, and he can get up every day and dress up and still be himself and ride the bus and not be afraid.
Yeah.
He could get on the bus. Look at how far he came and where he been through. And, you know, most people would be embarrassed. Like, I don't want nobody to see me on the bus, you know.
I understand. That's when their pride. People like.
And that's what, when I first seen it, I was like, man, he got some balls. Yeah. Like, I would have been on the bus with a hoodie on, glasses on, incognito like a motherfucker. Here you is telling people, like, get up, get in the morning, get on your stuff, get out the bed, go work out, go eat. And it became like a motivation. Every morning, like you said, people would get up and run to your channel just to see you motivate them. And I think it was a lot because you put your pride to the side. You let go of your ego. Yeah. You know, if someone who made it so far in life and doing so good can show the world that, hey, I ride the bus too. Oh, yeah. You came down with the regular common people.
And it's weird. It's weird for me to even hear anybody say that. I thank you for saying that. But it's like, to me, I'm just like, I'm still, and I learned this from somebody else. You see yourself one way. Other people see you a different way when you start doing things that you like, and maybe they like it, and they start seeing you, you know, differently. And I'm like, no, I'm still the same person. Dude, I go to work, I do this, and I love what I do, and I made my own lane. Cause I'm like, dude, why not? Like, why not? Why do I care? Like, these people are not paying my bills. The person who doesn't like me, you're not paying my bills. You're not helping me with anything. Like, we don't hang out. So I'm like, okay.
What does it even matter?
You don't like me? Don't. That's okay.
It's just an opinion.
It is. Everybody got one. You just gotta keep on. You gotta look at, like, what do you really care? Like, are you looking to make them smile? You're looking to make yourself happy. That's the big thing, man. You gotta don't worry about anybody else.
Happiness is internal.
My kids were good. They're like, yo, you're good. If they didn't like something, they'd be like, yeah, no, don't wear that. No, don't say that. Okay. They'll tell me. And then like, oh, I go to school. And I'll go into school for like the game. We go for our kids are playing sports. My daughter and my son like, JT Chronicles, and I'm like, hilarious. I'm like, you know this? Oh yeah, they watched me fix my bathtub one day. That was I got that from YouTube. I had to fix the bathtub, and my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." And I had to lock the bathroom door so I could fix it. Water was shooting all up. Yeah, I almost had to call somebody.
How do you go from making videos on the bus to hosting some of the biggest party in New England, to hanging around the Super Bowl champion, the Patriots at the time, to doing the weddings, to being in the parades, to being called out for everything? Kids party. I seen you one day at a kids party. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, he done made it. Right. Kids party. I seen him at a
kids love him, everybody. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, he ain't even Jewish, bud.
Mazel tov.
I'm like, he just was on the bus making videos. Yeah. Now I see him in a parade with Julius Edelman and you know, it was dope. And I'm like, see him at the Celtics parade, and I'm like, JT done really blew up. I should go ride the damn bus.
We got closed mouths don't get fed.
Amen.
Facts. No, and closed mouths don't get fed. And when my boy Angel and I hooked up, also,
shout out to DJ Angel. Yeah. Shout out DJ Angel. Always been a staple in the community. Always been a great man, great personality. Yep. Always giving people opportunities.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Shout out to DJ Angel, baby.
Angel did, and Angel was doing stuff like that and doing contests too. But we're kind of like this. So when I say it wasn't meant for us to be together until later on. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you're like, oh man, I was there. You were there? Sometimes when the universe lines you up, when God lines you up, you got to listen.
Yeah.
All right? And you got to ask for it. I do every day. Every night I say thank you. Every day I'm like, all right, thank you for these presents I'm about to open up. Thank you for these gifts I'm about to open up. I say it. I put it out there. And it keeps happening. I'm like, and I just laugh. I'm like, man, it's a good laugh. And I'm like, man, I wish I knew this earlier.
Yeah.
I wish I knew when I was younger, but then I wouldn't have been in the position I'm in now if I knew certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so certain things happen.
That lesson.
Dude, I had a guy offer me a job at the wedding when I took Britney Spears down the aisle. There was a dude on the elevator when I was going up to the hotel, and he was like, dude, I don't know who you are, but I like your energy and da-da-da. And he goes, I'm going around taking pictures with people. I'm interviewing, I'm hanging out and doing all this. He gave me his card. He goes, I'm going to fly you out to Florida. He goes, I don't even know what we're going to do. He goes, but you got something.
Yeah.
He was like this big, I'm like, okay. I lost his card. No idea what it was. Couldn't remember his name, anything. If I took his card, I wouldn't have my son. I wouldn't have been there for my father when my father was going through his health issues and declining. I wouldn't have been there for my mother who had to take care of my father. So everything that happened put me where I need to be. And so I'm like, there's got to be a reason why I just lost. I couldn't even remember the guy's name or anything. And I'm here. Like I said, I'm in there with Miss Florida, Miss Tennessee, Miss Nat. I'm in there and sing Backstreet. I'm with all these people.
And you couldn't even remember the guy's name.
I couldn't remember his name, and I couldn't even tell. And I was like, and his card was gone. It was in my, my tuxedo. When I went to, I said, what? But then it didn't matter. I wouldn't change any of it. I would do a whole thing.
So it's 2014. You break your knee into pieces. you doing your bus shows.
Yeah.
Mornings with Bob.
Yeah.
And then a tragedy happened in the community.
Oh.
That involved a couple of young teenagers that was involved in a very, very tragic car crash. Horrible crash. Is this the moment where you realize it's time for me to give back?
Nope. Before that, I was doing it before that. It's just that you didn't know it.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Well, you weren't really in that lane to know about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm only gonna know about what you do is if I see it and I'm in your lane of that. Just like, Bud, I'm only in your lane for this. If you're in my lane for that, I'm not gonna know what a lawyer does if I'm not in his lane. So when that happened with Jordan and Craig, and then I can't remember, and I always forget me. There's a fourth gentleman that was with them that came down with Jordan Fisher and came down for the weekend. And then the girl who did it was going through her own stuff and just turned the lights off and wanted to just drive down the highway the opposite way.
Basically committed suicide.
She wanted to commit suicide.
Yeah.
The other girl, and that's exactly what happened. So so that shattered, and I got that call from, I'm friends with all the families.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was like, I couldn't even understand what I was even looking at on the TV that morning. I still had no idea who it was. I'm looking at the crash on the news, not knowing that it was people that we knew. Mm-hmm. So that vigil that was put together, and Brian Morrison and myself and possibly I think one more person, I can't think who it was, excuse me. And it just all came out of me. That just came out of me. Like whatever I said, to me it was a slight blur because it was so emotional. And I'm watching my kids, Darren and Deja and my wife Alicia, and and the kids are crying and they're holding each other. And I'm like, that's what you guys need to be doing.
Embracing.
100%.
Yeah.
Not just when it's negative things, but when it's positive. I was like, and then the whole one love, one family, one community just came out of me.
Yeah.
Which
is your personal mission statement.
All day.
Let them know what it is again. To anybody out there listening, tuning in, subscribe, follow us at MetaTalk3@gmail. We got one of legendary showbiz. I'm talking about this guy's phenomenal. Let them know what your personal mission statement is.
When we say it's one love, one family, one community, we mean that, we love that, we share that. So when you take this with you, and I say that every time wherever I'm at, school, kids, business, where I'm speaking, you're taking that. Wherever you are, that's your community. So wherever you go, that's your community at that time. You take that same energy and you give it to wherever you are. That's what people got to understand. I don't want to go over there. Dude, set the tone. You're walking in there. You gotta set the tone. Period. If they're not feeling it, then that's not for you. They're not for you. But you don't let them change you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just know, all right, cool. I'm not welcome over here. I'm gonna go back next night. And I watch it, and I watch how people are, and people like you to be in certain places. So when you start to rise and you're starting to do better at your craft and whatever you're doing, some people don't like that.
Crab in a bucket. Gotta pull you back down.
What do you think you're doing? Doing me. Why?
Don't surpass me.
You know what you can do? There's a button on social media that says block. You can do that all day. Block. I don't like him. Block. Yeah, you don't have, just swipe left, swipe right, whatever it is. I'm like, and it's like, why do you hate? I'm like, I don't hate you, but you don't have to like me.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm like, all right, I just keep going. Yeah, I can't.
I don't know how nobody could ever hate you, JT.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And I,
Some people hate the fact of your longevity of when you down and they think it's over with for you and you continue to smile and you
they
continue
cheer for
to-
you then.
Yeah. Oh, they on the phone. Oh, it'll be all right soon as they hang up. Goody for him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy they're happy.
Oh,
He
yeah.
thought he was bigger than us. They love the fact of seeing you down, but they hate the fact of seeing you crowned.
yes,
Like
that.
Just
Frown,
like
it's-
that.
It is.
So- and that what led you to these awards that you received. That what led you to being such a great man and a great father is your longevity in the game
And learning.
and learning. That's the meta question of the day. How bad do you want it? Do you want to give up? Do you want to continue your dream? Do you want to keep pushing?
Excuse me.
Or are you going to go down? Are you going to lay down and give up?
Yeah, you got paid. You're saying everything exactly what needs to be said.
Yeah.
You are. Like why dude, you woke up today. That's your you
That's
gotta be if you're not getting where you want to get, then you need to look at yourself like I gotta change up my routine. I gotta change up some things. All right, so this is not working. So what are you doing that's not working? If you keep hitting the same wall, then why are you hitting that wall? Is it the people around you? You keep trying to do the same thing, you keep adding the same ingredients. You ain't gonna get pancakes, you keep putting the same things in there. So
I swear I seen your ass on New Year's Eve or CNN or somewhere dancing. I said, is he at the Irish Day Parade too?
oh, but Angel and I have done so many different that Boston
Y'all-
parade.
Y'all
Oh,
have
yeah.
been rocking, man. And I'm watching you. You so I love how you carry yourself. You might, like I said, you really get into it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm watching your social media, and I'm like, I can't be mad. I end up dancing with you, cause I'm like, is he at an Irish Day Parade?
Yeah. Yes.
Name some of the events that y'all done did.
So there's a few. Well, Boston has one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
St. Patty's Day Parade.
Yeah.
So we've been in that for a couple of years with my girl Mel the Clothing. So MEL the Clothing. So Mel's actually makes all these glitter. She made some sweatshirts for me. JT Chronicles and glitter. So she actually did it for Mahomes' wife and kids and him.
Yeah.
So she's from here. So she made some stuff. So she's doing stuff down in Miami. So she had us on her float. She's like, I want you to come up and do that float. I was like, yeah. Excuse me. Our boy Mike Caputo, who hooked us up with her too. So it was great. Mike used to manage LFO. New kids on the block had a funky hit. Chinese food makes me sick. That was like one of those boy band things that went crazy. So Mike used to manage that. But the floats, like I said, you keep asking for it, and I just keep being in the right place. But you gotta take chances. Like it's crazy. And then I did during COVID. My girl, Jackie and her friend, oh, can you make us a video, like a dance video of Footloose? I was like, Footloose? She goes, yeah, we're going to, this is right when COVID started.
Yeah.
So she had to go pick up her daughter. I'm like, all right, it's going on. So I made the video. I made it in the locker room. I put up, all right, this is what we're going to do when COVID's over. I said, we're going to have a dance party. And I put on Footloose. Did it, and I sent it to her. I didn't know she was going to post it. My sister-in-law doesn't even know her. She saw it. She shared it and tagged Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon saw it and then retweeted it and posted it and then wrote me. He was like, yo, I love this. I'm like, and I didn't even know, but I knew none of this till the next day. My kids were like, yo, Kevin Bacon shared your video. I'm like, what video? I'm like, matter of fact, Kevin Bacon who? They're like, not Footloose Kevin Bacon. They're like, yeah, 1 degree. I'm like, what? Went on his page, 800,000. What? 1.1. What? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 million. I'm like, and people just writing me, and I'm getting calls from the Ellen Show. I'm getting calls from New York, California, Europe, Germany, all this stuff. I was doing interviews online. I couldn't go anywhere because of COVID.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But people socking, he sent Angel a case of, sent me and the family cases of sneakers.
Yeah.
Because I had the sneakers on in the video. I'm like, I didn't even see that. They're like, we zoomed in on your feet. I'm like, hilarious. That's you gotta remember, somebody's always watching.
Yeah. I
definitely
just
is,
told
yeah.
my friend that was one thing my grandmother taught us at a young age. When you think ain't nobody looking, somebody's always watching, no matter what. When you think you alone and you I'm going to do this now, it's somebody saw you.
Oh.
Somebody seen you.
These are facts. I've had videos and pictures sent to me. I'm like, you were there? Or matter of fact, how did you even get that?
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it. That's exactly what it told. I ended up on Gillette. I was at Gillette with the Patriots on stage doing Simon Says and won that. Everything keeps happening because I keep asking for it.
Yeah, that's
Like I said, closed mouths don't get fed. You don't say anything, nothing's gonna happen. And then just keep going, man.
Which led you to an award in 2018.
Yes.
2018 to 2019 Leadership Award
Yeah.
in the community.
Some stuff from the State House too for, you know, and
Black Excellent Award.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just special needs events, and I like all that stuff, man. Anything that's positive, dude. I just like being. It makes me feel good. I just have a good time.
You know what award I wanted to be there for? In 2020, when you got that $10,000 from the bank. Shit, that's what you should have called me. I said, you know, I like to study and research people, and I've been knowing you since I was a young boy. And I'm like, okay, you know, we got the stuff that happened with the vigil and the kids, and I seen you step up and being in the community. Then I see you at Gillette at the Super Bowls and the NBA championships and at all these big phenomenal weddings.
Yeah.
And then I said, how do he get all this money? How does he fund it? It's something when a bank sees your talent and your output and they want to invest in you. How did that go about? How did you get the banks behind you?
That is from, so a lot of stuff you see me at, it's not like, it's just like, it's like invitations.
Yeah.
It's like something like when I go to, like, just like you, when you go to Gillette, and that's like people like, if they know you, they like you, like, hey, I got tickets.
Yeah.
Come, you know, everybody knows what I'm talking about. So
Yeah,
you go,
yeah.
you're like, you're so-and-so, your friends are so-and-so, and you just go. You're like, who's going to turn it down? I'm not going to turn it down. The TD Bank Thank You Award, they nominate 40 people. Well, 300 people were nominated. They narrow it down to 4. And I was one of the 4. So I had no idea this was even going on.
Oh, that's
So
big.
this is during COVID. So mind you, the same time, I'm actually supposed to fly out to the Ellen show. So they wanted me to fly out to the Ellen, but then there's a COVID, like, all right, well, you got to stay in a hotel for 7 days, do the show, fly back, and then stay in a hotel for another 7 days. My boss is like, I can't let you go.
Quarantine.
Yeah, I'm like, they go, I can't let you go. They go, we can't let you do that. Like, and we still like knowing what was going on. It's still crazy. So I was like, I can't go. But so we did like a Zoom interview with that, and
With
Would you-
Ellen?
with her actually her main assistant. Then I was supposed to go and meet Ellen. So
Yeah.
they all called. And then she had another game show. Ellen had a game show that was on too at night. It was crazy. So they wanted me to audition for both, to be on her show and to do that show. So I had to do this whole thing. So somebody called me. They're like, "Yo, you got you're in this contest." I'm like, for TD Bank. I'm like, so they're gonna fly a crew out. So they flew a camera crew from Canada out here. They go, we're gonna follow you for like a day and da da da. I'm like, all right. So we did it to the quarantine and all that, and they filmed us for a day. And then they're like, oh, you gotta come to the school, Bounceville High School. And I sat in an auditorium and they had like 3 cameras, like, and they're like right in your face. Like, we're just gonna get you from all angles and put the big screen up, all right, and then just, they'll tell us, what was it like, da da da. I'm like, I went to Barnstable, I used to go to here and da da da. And then the screen, they go, all right, we have some stuff we want you to watch and just tell us what you think. Like, all right. And all of a sudden, this big, you have to go, if you go on TD Bank, thank you, Jonathan Thompson on YouTube, you can see it. I'll send it to you guys. And it's just, boom. My daughter, I love my dad because he did, I'm like, what? What is this? And then boom. Then my son. So now I'm just
Crying. I'm emotional.
bawling. I'm like, what? And there's other people that I don't know, or somebody I met from P-Town, somebody from Boston. There's like about 8 or 9 people that were like, thank you and what you've done for me. And I'm like, boom. And they're like here. And then the producer's crying. He's like, he walks out. The camera guy walks out because he's crying. And they go, we're sorry, but we got to do this 3 more times. I'm like, what? He goes, because they wanted to keep cutting from each angle.
Yeah.
I'm like, just go. He goes, you want some time? I'm like, no, because I'm not going to, if I stop, like, just keep rolling.
Yeah.
So we finished it. We're walking out, and he goes, so which way did you walk out of the school? I'm like, I would go down the hallway, go here. And doors open up, and there's this huge school bus, and it says, thank you, Jonathan. And it says TD Bank, and there's my mother, and I hear, oh, my baby. I'm like, Ma?
You
And
in on this?
Yeah. So no, they didn't tell my mother because they didn't want my mother to tell me. So my mother found out a half an
That
hour.
day. Yeah.
My wife found out a half an hour before that, so she didn't tell her either. So, and my daughter was in Florida, so she sent the video in. My son got there, and then the president of TD Bank and the lady, Brienne, who nominated me, he's like, we want to thank you. This bus is filled with backpacks like you wanted.
Yeah.
All the
Backpacks and
backpacks,
stuff for
over
the
200
community.
backpacks
Yeah.
filled with school supplies. And they flipped it over, and they gave me $10,000 to do. So I did that to put towards the party. That I did.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah. So I did a free pizza and ice cream. Like, that was crazy. It was all crazy. And Angel, everybody was there. And I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, angels and all of it. And I'm like, and everybody knew, and I'm like, yeah, that was huge.
Broke
Yeah,
you
no,
down in
that was
tears
big,
after all
yeah.
your hard work, all your going, all your giving back. I see you a big staple out there in P-Town. You went did.
We out there.
What's that called? A fair? What?
Wait, Tom, you talking about in the
TEDx.
summertime? Huh?
Yeah.
TEDx.
The TEDx.
Yeah, in the
Thank you.
summertime, that must be. We look.
You did some good digging.
Hey, we want to let the people know that like you can
was
come
fun.
from nothing and be something.
Yeah.
And being something don't always mean you got a load of cash.
Oh God, no.
You know.
No, don't. That's the thing. People think you gotta always have all this money to do it. You don't. You don't. Even if you research and put yourself together, that's free. So don't say, well, as soon as I get this, the money, when I get this together, then I'll do that. Dude, this stuff right here you can do already to put yourself on that path.
Yeah.
You're delaying it. That's your fault. You're delaying it. Don't blame it on anybody else. I put myself in like, yo, I need this time right now, dedicate to myself. Do you need me right now? No. My wife, you good? Kids, you good? Good. All right. Lock myself in, and I'll go in the room or go here, and I just start doing what I did in research. I'll give you go in the bathroom at work, start looking at what you got to do, and then you have everybody has a phone, has a notebook in there. Use all that.
Yeah.
That's it. You got a $1,000, $2,000 phone. You only use it for pictures and making some BS stuff, and to scroll, look at your exes and what they're doing, and sit there and getting people DM. You're not betting your life at all. And that's real because I know people that do it all day.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, so don't tell me you're complaining about stuff. I've talked to people and I got them. I've gotten a lot of people back on the path and to start doing certain things they wanted. That's what JT Chronicles was about. It's helping you reach your goals and putting yourself on the right path. And that helps me get on the right path. Shoot, I was in a bad mood today. I said it fat. I was like, no, it's the weather. I'm just like, I just wasn't in that chipper, mood. And I was like, I just kept saying, I got this. I control how much energy I give to anything negative. You control how much energy you give to anything negative and how long you let that sit. I was pissing myself I let it go that long today.
Yeah.
But I was like out of it and I was good for a little while. You dip. Sometimes I just sit, put on something on TV, and I just binge. I just sit like I'm a kid. I just watch something. You know what I mean? You got to find something you like. Just get yourself out of that funk.
Yeah.
So
You need that.
when somebody like you who's a motivation to everybody and an inspiration, who do you look for to motivate you? Who's there to motivate you? We know you got your wife and
Yep,
your kids.
kids, yep.
But if it's
My mother,
your
my brother,
your brother,
sister. My sister does a lot too. My brother does a lot. My brother, I can't, my brother has been on the door of leaving this world many times. Yeah. And he is an inspiration. He's been on dialysis for like 6 years, no kidney. And he's still, my boy's had heart attacks. Boom, not done. Cancer, boom, beat it. Boom. He's had so much. And now I'm not telling you that I can't complain because my brother has he gets up every day and he's like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
So what am I complaining about? We have nothing to complain. I know people. I told Bud about some people earlier working at the hospital. That will humble you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because you're like, well, my life can't be that bad.
Bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see what everyone else going through and all that.
I told you, absolutely. Because you got people that are there by themselves, have no family, nobody around. So yeah. So no. You got to keep doing what you're doing. I love it all day, and I won't complain. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I do, I check myself. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm done with that. Not gonna let it sit the whole day.
Yeah.
Adjust yourself back.
We adjust to the situation we're in, and we just keep going forward. Now you got to make it happen.
So, I see you was working with the young professionals. And one thing, me and Bud at one point were young professionals out here on Cape Cod, working with Miss Kathy Andrews.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Kathy Andrews. She's a big staple in the community as well.
Yeah.
But we see you was once again rewarded for that. How was that? How was let the people know? Just working with the youth, giving back.
I love that. I love the kids. The kids are no joke. Because the kids will tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? The kids will tell you straight up, and I like that because it will straighten you out. And I want to know what's going through there. What's going on in their mind too. And they got to know that they're not alone. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of these kids, I meet these kids that are rich, money, like crazy money, like never have to worry about it. And I'm like, and they got major problems going on. And we're talking. I had a kid when I was done speaking at one of the schools. And he goes, I said, these kids just might want a hug. He might want to just relax. He just might need to get something off his chest because you have no idea what that kid's going through. And the teacher, you gotta remember the teachers got lives too. So now we got both of us, teachers having a bad day, the kids having a bad day, and now we got all this clamoring and both button heads and and they're not listening. And the kid's like, nobody cares about me. Dun, 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 dun. Like, nah, that kid might just want to go in the room for one and be like, ah! Like, you might want to yell and get it out. You know what I'm saying? Just to get it out. And
Like,
the kid's
what
like,
the hell?
oh, just get a hug. And he actually, at the end, he's like, I just want a hug. And I look at the principal, and I'm like, and he goes, yeah, because, you just can't.
Really?
The way it is today,
yeah.
as much as you see that kid, and they just started crying. He just started crying. He goes, thank you, I just wanted to. He goes, trust me. He goes, we're watching. He goes, you might not see us. That's the thing you got to understand about social media. Even though you might not get your clicks and likes and all that stuff,
but
somebody's watching. Yeah.
the views, you can have 3 likes, and then if you go from the views, you got like 1,000 views. Like, what?
10,000 views, but 3 likes.
Don't care, because that's not where you're making money anyway.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about that nonsense.
It ain't about the money.
God, no.
Sometimes it's about the love. Like at Meta Talk, that's what we here for. We could be here trying to chase money, but we here trying to just chase happiness and success and motivate the next generation or this generation.
Yeah, and let it come, and it's coming. What you're doing is great.
Yeah.
And what's gonna happen is you're doing it because you love to do it.
Yeah, we love it here.
And then everything else just come with it. That's what you gotta do. When you start chasing the money, it ain't gonna work the way you think it's gonna work.
They gonna break me and HD up and stuff like they broke up the bed. It's 2023, 2024. You awarded with this great award for being such a leader in the community with the young kids and the young professional and working in the schoolhouse. And TD Banks is, giving you rewards and rewarding you for your excellence. And it's just all coming to fruition for your life. Now it's 2025, 2026. We in 2026 now. What are some goals for JT? What the future look like for JT Chronicle? All your platforms, your all the things you do, DJ Angel. What's some plans and things you guys got going on for the future? Whether it's in the community, whether it's some of your own personal ideas and aspirations. What's some things you want people to look out for in 2026 that's coming from JT?
I think actually what I know, I had to slow down. I had to slow down.
All that dancing and partying.
Everything. Not just the but just the business, because, you said you put it out there, and a lot of our business comes from people seeing us. Yeah. So we're booking, like, we're doing weddings. I'm doing speaking, some stuff, Angel does his stuff too, some clubbing over here and all that. So we're pretty blessed to do what we love to do on Cape, off Cape, out of state.
Yeah, I remember me and you, we got something still in the mix. It's up there somewhere. You said the same thing to me. You was like, hold on, bud, we just got to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's going to come.
Yes,
it's going to come.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's out there, though.
You're right. So it's already like, you look on the shelf, Bud's there, I'm here, like, we're here. So when it's time to take them down off the shelf, we'll be ready. I had to slow down because when you want to do too much, it's not going to come out the way you want it to come out. Yeah. And it's like, there's no rush, slow down. And so I have some things that are in the works. Some stuff I can say right now, some that I can't say right now, but you'll be the second person to know about it.
Okay.
Third. All right, I gotta tell my mama. But yeah, we have more events coming up, more things that we're going to do personally. It's hard for us to do our own events because we're locked into a lot of schools and different types of events, but I want to do some more things for the community, like our own events that we can have. I won't say what they are yet, but I'll let you know. Okay. It'll happen. JT Chronicles actually building up the swag. All people ask me for stuff and this, that, and the other. Like, you want to do everything, but it's like at some point you got to ask for help. All right, so that's the thing, because you can only do so much by yourself. Yeah. And once you know your strengths and weaknesses, my weaknesses, website and all that. So I have, my girl Michelle, a good friend of mine forever. She takes care of all the websites. So what you saw and all that stuff put together, my sister put together, Michelle put it all together, the website, putting links up there, putting all my upcoming events, dealing with the emails. You're going to have the right people around you. So I have some more people helping out to do with what I have to do. So just stay tuned.
You always been before your time. You was already podcasting 4 or 5 years ago before
podcasting was
before it got big.
Yeah.
You was already doing the TV shows before the TV shows got big.
No, and again, we had no social media.
This the 80s and the 90s and stuff. It wasn't no social media.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Postcard.
So we really appreciate you. Once again, let the people know where they can find you at, where they can follow you at.
Every day, jtschronicles.com. That's the website. JT Chronicles, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Put it in. If you go on the website, all my links are right there, so you can't miss it. And when I tell you there's more coming, I promise you, because like I said, closed mouths get fed. If you don't say nothing, nothing happens. This is your choice. You wake up the next day, you have your choice to either go forward, make things happen, ask for help. So don't tell me you're alone, because you're not. You're not alone. There's tons of us going through it. And you got to reach out, man. It's just the point of saying, what's up, man? What can I do for you?
Yeah.
You all right? You need a hug? You want to talk? Can I help you do anything? Can I introduce you to somebody? That's the biggest thing. People don't ask, especially our fellas. You got to take care of that mental.
Yeah.
All right? So do that. And you got me every day, man. Reach out for anything. One love, one family, one community. So love it, like it, and you got to share that, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. And
Thank
this
you, guys.
is Meta Talk. This your boy, Buhd and Clezzy. I'm in here with none other than...
It's your boy Bud, Mr. Absolutely.
We got our special guest in here. Let them know.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. If you're not watching this show, you're a fool. Get on them, follow them. Trust me, I've watched a couple of their shows. They don't know that I've been watching.
If it wasn't for guys in a community like you, we wouldn't probably be motivated, or we wouldn't probably be as courageous to do this.
Thank
you
you.
know what I'm saying? The things you do and have done and will continue to do, it is a blessing to all of us.
Thank you, man.
And this the part of Meta Talk where we usually leave a meta message, and that meta message is to inspire those out there in our community. We're going to give JT the benefit of leaving the meta message of the day and let y'all know some good wisdom. Give them some. It could be directed. It could be to anybody you want to. Just some knowledge, some game that we want to leave to our listeners out there.
Like I said before, when we're talking about you noticing the people that are around you, pay attention to how they are. If they're not benefiting you in any way, shape, or form, you got to change it. You'll be okay. I promise you. You'll be okay. You'll find the right people to be around you. Just ask for help and pay attention to those, what they say, what they do, and how they act. 'Cause that's really them. You got this.
And we out, baby.
And we out. Hey, Meta Talk. This that Meta Talk.
Yeah.
Meta Talk.
Yeah.
It's that Meta Talk.
Hey.
Meta Talk.
Yeah.
It's that Meta Talk.
The latest,
Huh?
the greatest,
Huh?
the hottest,
Huh?
the topics.
What? Meta Talk. This that Meta Talk.
Hey,
Meta Talk. It's that Meta Talk. Meta Talk. This that Meta Talk.
Woo.
The realness. The realness. The realness. The realness. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us.
Jeff, Tim, and JT.
Keep you screaming IBC ever since we put it down with
Jeff, Tim, and JT.
Incognito, you heard the name quite often.
Make a clap to this.
Hey yo, it's real. Get what I'm saying. Hey yo, it's real. Get what I'm saying. Hey yo, it's real.
How y'all feel out there?
Stay with the real.
Drop.
There is no competition because we are the best, yeah.